and it's from Never Stop Trucking here. If you don't know who I am, I run a YouTube channel about trucking and dispatching and other things about transportation. And we have been teaching others how to dispatch and how to even run their own trucking companies. And in this video, I want to talk about trucking authorities. And this is the way they making money right now, and if that's enough money for everyone to survive in these markets right now. Everything is getting more expensive, but the rates are actually not growing at all. They are slowly even starting to go down, but everyone is talking about this a big uptick that's supposedly going to happen during summer 2024, and we'll see about that. And the thing I want to talk about today is the rate per mile. And as you all know, we have been seeing these historically low rates, and these rates are the same or even worse than like 15, 20 years ago. And 15, 20 years ago, everything was much cheaper. And right now, to have these ridiculous rates is just not working for most companies. Now, companies have to invest in equipment. Companies have to pay drivers, pay for fuel, and all of these have been going up in the last few years. For example, driver pay, I remember when, and it wasn't that long ago, when drivers were paid 30 cents per mile, and right now even like 60 is not enough. Because of the way everything is going up. So that has doubled. And equipment, trucks and trailers, that also has doubled. Fuel, maintenance, insurance, everything went twice up. Now, there are so-called experts out there who would tell you, well, these are the markets, and it all depends on demand and how many trucks are available and how many loads are available, things like that. And yeah, that's how it has been working. Everyone understands that. But the issue is that I saw someone arguing yesterday that, for example, let's say you have a driver who has to make 2.05 dollars per mile in order to be somewhat profitable as an owner operator with a semi truck. And this guy is calling loads and negotiating with brokers and arguing that this is how much he needs in order to be profitable. Otherwise, he cannot do the load. It doesn't make sense for the driver to do that load because he's not going to make any money. Now, this person that's been saying this is saying, well, that's that one driver. But let's say there is another driver. Let's say there is a driver whose cost per mile is $1.80 or like not cost per mile, but let's say $1.80 is enough for him to cover the expenses and to be profitable. So there is that second driver that's okay with the rate of $1.80 because, due to different factors. Maybe his truck and trailer is paid off, he has a good insurance policy, and his truck is not breaking down. He's not spending a lot of money on other things, so this is just enough. So this is the argument. Well, the first driver will call the broker and say, hey, this is not enough, I can't make any money. But the second driver will take it, and the first driver is wondering, hey, who is taking these cheap loads? Who is doing this? They're making it bad for everyone, and I can't make any money. And so this guy saying, well, it's not the broker's fault or the market's fault or the shipper's fault that the first guy cannot make any money because he has big payments and big expenses. So who cares? In my opinion, this makes a little bit of sense, but it's mostly it's wrong, because if you're gonna run a truck that's like $20,000, that's probably going to be an older truck that already has a million miles on it or so, give or take. So this truck might be okay, let's say, for local runs, for regional runs. But if you want to really hustle and go over the road, you will need something better with less miles, something more dependable. I'm not saying it's impossible. I know that there are people who do that. But with an older truck like that, there are a lot of risks, all right? So some people want to be comfortable. They don't want to take that risk, and which is normal. And the shippers want that as well. The shipper would rather have or broker someone with a reliable truck than someone that has an old beat up truck. All right, so it's pretty normal. And then you have large trucking companies. They don't want to mess with that. They want new trucks, or they're leasing trucks. So their expenses are much bigger. So you can't really argue, hey, just because a few guys are making money because they have old beat up trucks and they don't spend a lot of money, maybe they don't even maintain those trucks as they're supposed to, you can't argue that these rates are okay. No, these rates are not okay, because everything is going up. Like I said in the beginning, everything has gone up like 100% or more, and the pay has to keep up with that in order for most companies to be profitable and to survive. All right. So like I said, people are really opinionated on this, and it might be a controversial issue. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do you think that we should all go back to old trucks and not spend any money? Well, at least in the short term, it might not be a bad idea, but it's hard to switch. Like if you already bought a truck that was $200,000 2 years ago, then now you're stuck with it. So you have to pay for it. You have to maintain it, and it's what it is. All right. So like I said, let me know in the comments what you think about this. This is Enis from Never Stop Trucking. Go to neverstoptruck.in if you want us to dispatch your semi-truck, or if you want to lease on to our authority, because I do have an authority, and you can come here and we'll take care of you. And I will talk in next video about why is it better for you as a semi-truck owner to lease on to someone as opposed to have your own authority, at least in these times. When the times are good, the markets are good, then everyone is making more money, and then there are way more possibilities to make more money that way, and it might be worth it. But in these times, in my opinion, it's better if you lease on to someone with your truck. Thanks for watching. Come back for more.